Welcome back to Exposure Story. Home improvement shows have always had a special place in the hearts of viewers because they offer something deeply relatable, the dream of transforming an ordinary house into a beautiful home. Watching families walk into a completely renovated space often feels emotional and inspiring, especially for people who dream of doing the same someday. Among all the popular renovation programs on television, the hit HGTV series Property Brothers quickly rose to the top and became one of the network's most successful franchises. At the center of the show are identical twin brothers Drew Scott and Jonathan Scott, whose chemistry, humor, and teamwork made them household names around the world. Over the years, fans became attached to the brothers not just because of their renovation talent, but because of their warm personalities and genuine connection with the families they helped. However, behind the laughter and success, Drew Scott eventually faced a frightening personal challenge that left viewers worried and searching for answers about what had happened to him. Drew Scott was born alongside his twin brother Jonathan in Vancouver, Canada, in 1978 to parents Jim and Joanne Scott. Their upbringing played a major role in shaping the ambitious men they would later become. Their father, who once worked as an actor and stuntman, introduced them early to the entertainment world while also encouraging independence and hard work. Long before fame arrived, the Scott brothers were already showing signs of entrepreneurial talent. At just 8 years old, the twins started a small business selling nylon-covered coat hangers door to door. What began as a simple childhood activity quickly turned into a profitable venture after one customer placed a bulk order. That early success sparked a passion for business and creativity that would follow them throughout their lives. Although many people now associate the brothers with home renovation and real estate, their original dreams were connected more closely to entertainment. During high school, Drew participated in theater productions and even trained as a clown performer to earn extra income at events and parties. He originally considered pursuing basketball seriously, but injuries forced him to reconsider his future. Instead, he focused more heavily on acting and entertainment. Drew appeared in small television and film roles, including work connected to the superhero series Smallville, where he worked as a body double for actor Tom Welling. He also appeared in productions like Breaker High and Madison. Despite his love for acting, life soon pushed Drew and Jonathan toward a different opportunity that would unexpectedly shape their future. When the brothers attended the University of Calgary, they realized they needed a stable source of income. Rather than taking ordinary part-time jobs, they turned toward real estate. They leased a property, renovated it themselves, and rented it out to fellow students. The project proved successful and eventually led them into buying, fixing, and selling additional properties for profit. Frustrated by bad experiences with some real estate agents, Drew decided to earn his own real estate license so he could better manage transactions personally. Their growing success eventually led to the creation of the Scott Real Estate Company, laying the foundation for what would later become a massive business empire. Even while working in real estate, Drew never abandoned his dream of building a career in entertainment. In 2002, he and his brothers founded a production company called Davidian Production Group, hoping to create projects for television and film. Several years later, Drew moved to Vancouver to focus more seriously on acting classes and networking opportunities. However, life in the entertainment industry proved financially difficult, and he soon found himself struggling with debt. To stabilize his situation, he expanded the family real estate business into Vancouver, where it quickly became successful once again. Together, Drew and Jonathan developed a powerful partnership. Drew handled negotiations and client relationships with his outgoing personality, while Jonathan focused on construction and design expertise. Their combined talents made them an ideal team. Eventually, the brothers realized that their careers in entertainment and real estate could actually merge into one opportunity. Producers originally planned a real estate competition show titled Realtor Idol, but the concept never fully developed. Instead, the idea evolved into a home renovation series that would eventually become Property Brothers. Drew suggested bringing Jonathan onto the project because of his construction background, and the producers immediately recognized the chemistry between the twins. When the show premiered in 2011, it became an instant success. Audiences loved the format, which followed families as they searched for fixer-upper homes before watching them transformed into stunning dream properties. Drew's role focused on helping clients find affordable homes and negotiating deals, while Jonathan managed the renovation side. More importantly, viewers connected emotionally with the brothers because they genuinely seemed invested in helping families improve their lives. The success of Property Brothers quickly turned into a television empire. Multiple spin-offs were created, including Brother vs. Brother, where the twins competed against each other in renovation challenges, and Celebrity IOU, where celebrities surprised loved ones with home makeovers. The Brothers production company, later known as Scott Brothers Entertainment, continued producing successful television content that expanded their brand far beyond simple renovation programming. Their relatable humor and family-oriented image helped them build a loyal fan base around the world. However, despite their growing fame and success, trouble arrived unexpectedly. Around 2019, fans began noticing that Drew was appearing less frequently and seemed physically exhausted. Rumors spread online suggesting tension between the brothers or problems behind the scenes. Eventually, Drew revealed the real reason for his absence. He had been battling a mysterious illness for more than a year. The symptoms were alarming and difficult to explain. He experienced flu-like conditions, severe fatigue, gastrointestinal problems, and an extreme sensitivity to heat. At times, he struggled to perform basic activities and required medication multiple times each day. The uncertainty surrounding the illness became one of the most frightening aspects of the situation because doctors initially could not determine exactly what was wrong. For Drew and his family, the experience became emotionally draining. The possibility of a serious or even fatal condition weighed heavily on everyone involved. During this difficult period, Jonathan often carried more of the workload for their television productions while Drew focused on recovery. Fans feared the brothers' television partnership could come to an end. Drew openly shared parts of his health struggle on social media, discussing the frustration and fear that came with not having clear answers. After extensive testing and medical evaluations, doctors eventually discovered that Drew's condition involved mercury poisoning and chronic fatigue syndrome. The diagnosis finally provided direction for treatment and recovery. Fortunately, Drew responded well to treatment and gradually regained his health. Although the process was long and challenging, he eventually returned fully to television and work. The experience changed his perspective on life and health permanently. Drew became much more vocal about self-care, mental health, and the importance of listening to one's body. His openness resonated deeply with fans who had experienced similar unexplained illnesses or personal health struggles. Rather than hiding his vulnerability, Drew used the experience to encourage others to prioritize their well-being even during busy careers. Outside of television, Drew also found happiness in his personal life. In 2010, he met Linda Fan in Los Angeles, and the two quickly formed a strong connection. Unlike many celebrity relationships built around fame, their bond developed through shared interests, mutual respect, and a love for adventure. Linda came from a business background as a venture capitalist and later became heavily involved in the brothers' creative projects. After dating for several years, Drew proposed, and the couple married in a beautiful Italian ceremony in 2018. Their wedding was later featured in a television special that gave fans a closer look into their relationship and family life. In 2022, Drew and Linda welcomed their son, Parker James Scott, into the world. Fatherhood brought another meaningful chapter into Drew's life, and fans often enjoy seeing glimpses of their family moments online. Despite maintaining demanding careers, Drew and Linda continue to emphasize family, balance, and support for one another. Their relationship has become another reason fans admire Drew, as he successfully balances his responsibilities as a television personality, entrepreneur, husband, and father. Today, Drew Scott continues thriving alongside Jonathan as the Property Brothers franchise expands into new projects and television ventures. The brothers remain heavily involved in home renovation programming and continue producing fresh content through Scott Brothers Entertainment. They have also become advocates for sustainable and environmentally friendly home design, encouraging homeowners to create spaces that are both beautiful and eco-conscious. In addition to television, the brothers have authored books on home design, renovation, and personal success, further strengthening their influence in the industry. Drew Scott's journey is ultimately one of resilience, adaptability, and determination. From selling coat hangers as a child to becoming one of television's most recognizable home renovation stars, his story reflects the power of persistence and creativity. His frightening health scare reminded fans that even successful public figures face personal battles behind the scenes. Yet through family support, medical treatment, and personal strength, Drew managed to recover and continue doing what he loves most. For fans of Property Brothers, Drew's story remains inspiring not only because of the homes he helps transform, but because of the resilience and positivity he continues to demonstrate in his own life. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.